Friday, December 11th. And yes, it has been almost 2 weeks since our last post. So apologies for that, you guys, but we finally got a nice day and we are out for a ride on the road. So we're enjoying a nice day finally. We've had some real crap weather for the last couple of weeks ever since the hurricanes, and you can imagine, well, we needed a little bit of time to decompress after the hurricane, so here we are.
Yeah, our body were stressed, mind and body, very stressed.
But we're starting to get our breath back, and now it's time to get back to work. So started editing again, and today we got a video for you, so happy about that. And there'll be some more videos coming up in the near future, but this one we're just going to share a little bit about what life has been like here the last couple of weeks as an island pulls itself back together. And you know, even in here it's a bunch of new people because Providencia, the island just north of us, it was completely wiped out, so they've been evacuating to San Andres. We're going to start the video off with one of our favorite days right after the hurricanes when the water finally started to clear and the girls got to go for their first swim.
Yeah, the first jump in the ocean after 1 month around after the 2 hurricanes.
Okay, enjoy guys. We'll see you next episode.
Ito is easy, ma. It's very cold. I need to here.
I know the story of your life through winter storms and summer skies. There was a time when you were young and free. So let's go back to the beaches where I'd always make you laugh, to the forest where we found a hidden path, to the summertime of 2005 when we were still alive, when we were still alive.
The first day after Hurricane Iota, Sebastian was understandably anxious to go and check in on his family. They had just moved into a new house on the windward side of the island, and almost all communications on the island were down. Luckily, we had our own transportation as things in town were pretty quiet, but it didn't take long before we ran into our first obstacle. But, you know, like they say, if you don't like the way I drive, stay off the sidewalk. We had no idea what to expect as we rounded this corner, and surprisingly it wasn't as bad as we might have thought, but keeping in mind this is the north end of the island and most of the damage reported was at the south end. But as you'll see, there was still enough waves crashed over the shoreline that destroyed all the retaining walls from almost all the houses and buildings along this coast. Hey, somebody happy. Hola. You're alive.
Hi.
Everybody's alive. Wow.
Pass, please. Voy a buscar a la
Perlita is in the street with the grandpa and the grandma.
Ah, okay.
As the roof is broken now, you can see the light.
Ah, some of the roof went missing.
It's not too bad.
No, it looks like they got fairly lucky too.
This is my mother's workshop. Mira la que pasa afuera. No, amor, no puedo hacer nada, no los puedo llamar.
Pero acabo de sentir se desperté como caliente, es la primera vez que se despierta que está como fría. Pues que está bien. ¿Cómo se dice enferma?
Sick.
Bella was a
A little bit sick,
sick.
have a little bit fever.
Little.
Oh, really?
Look, that was my room.
Was?
Was.
All
Here
Water?
is wet.
Lots of water.
the red.
A lot of water. Here too. I need to pull off my clothes because everything was
Welcome.
raining.
Welcome to the new house, huh?
And some wave take me in the street.
A wave take you in the street?
Mm-hmm.
Not good.
I have that thing in my camera.
Sí, yo creo que ya tenemos que volver, ya está muy fuerte. Pues sí, quería ir a ver, pero ya está muy grande de nuevo. Buenas.
Ayer Sebas salí a caminar con Chris y nos cogió una ola. Y lo grabé todo.
Everything got wet, huh?
Everything is good here. Well, the family is fine, it's the most important thing.
Everything else is recoverable. No, it's good. Everybody made it through. We're lucky on all fronts, mate.
Yeah, we're lucky. Really lucky. Okay, now the help is coming.
Back on board that night, we got our first glimpse that help was coming. The first ship was arriving from the mainland, and it was full of heavy equipment for starting to rebuild San Andres and Providencia. The next morning, the first military ships started to arrive, and they were full of provisions and supplies also. We had military helicopters buzzing overhead, and then we noticed over at our marina dock that there was dozens of local boats bringing literally hundreds of refugees from Providencia because it was completely destroyed, and these people came with literally the clothes on their back.
Today you have a movement on the dock. A lot of people from Providence coming after the hurricane. Now we understand if they give some monetary supplies, food, help. Now we can understand. Wow.
Entró bien feo, pero bueno, gracias a Dios estamos vivos todavía.
¿Y Providencia cómo está? ¿Destruida?
Destruida toda.
Toda.
No, but I started my door and I did fast for the boat.
Okay, I'm in the airport and the people here wait a flight from Providence because the authority and decide to evacuate the island. The island is completely destroyed, don't have anything more, and they evacuate the island and all the people now come here. It's very sad, everything. It's very sad.
You're coming with your You know, female, then right there, so the matchery. Then come right there.
Señor, ¿está buscando personas usted?
Sí, mi mamá y mis hermanos que vienen, pero
No tiene ninguna comunicación con ellos.
no, todavía nada. Desde el domingo no hemos podido hablar con ellos. No hay comunicación, está todo dañado, no tenés comunicación por allá.
Bienvenidos, ya llegaron, bienvenidos.
Todo el año. Se quedó, ¿no va a venir? ¿Quién?
La mamá, ay, ayer.
Señora, ¿usted de Providencia?
Sí, mi amor.
¿Llegó ahora mismo? ¿Cómo es la situación ahí?
Satanás nos llevó todo,
Sí.
todo menos la vida. Me cogió como 3. Estamos en la noche, 7 de nosotros en el baño.
Wow.
Imagínate ese baño con 7 personas ocupándonos. Cuando esa brisa coge esa pared, uno siente que se mueve. Todo el techo, los apartamentos de arriba se cayó. Y no me quedó, sino.
¿Eso es todo lo que quedó a usted?
Eso es lo que yo trabajo.
They say I'm acting crazy, but I just wanna lie in the sun.
Good timing. Gracias.
You tell me.
Down. Yeah, good timing. New freezer arrives. I think we'll take it in the Pangolo. A little less risky than putting it in the dinghy.
Ok. Gracias.
Just another adventure in paradise.
This light is so good.
Oh yeah?
Like, you should look pretty with this light.
Now the question is, where are we going to put this damn thing? Yeah, the cardboard's just going to lift off.
¿Está al revés?
Presto! Start this turn.
For más fun.
No, this is where we go from 2.1 cubic feet of freezer space to 5 cubic feet of freezer space, and only about a 10 to 20% increase in energy consumption. This is of course more efficient than the older system that we got there now. Gives us more than double the amount of space and only a little bit more power consumed, so pretty good trade-off. Now all we gotta do is find a place to put it. I got it worked out. It's coming.
Brothers.
I just turned on the new freezer, so we're powering it up to full speed just to freeze it down for the night. The old freezer is here, it's still running, so we got that still, all of our food is in that until we freeze this one down, and then we'll transfer that all over in the morning. So the freezers are getting ready for the swap over. We got the TV running, the security camera, the system, everything is running, including the stove. Maddie's gonna have a heyday just making up extra meals and stuff tonight in advance because we're trying to now draw down the batteries. So in order to complete this test and make sure that the batteries are back to capacity with the changes that we made and the corrections, you know, for the errors that we found in the system, now we need to draw it down. Because last night we lost power at 5 in the morning at 25%. 25%, we started getting low voltage alarms going off everywhere, and basically it just shut down. So that's not good. It's not supposed to happen, but of course we had some issues. We found the issues, we think we've corrected them. Now what I needed to do is charge the batteries up to full, 100%, synchronize everything, and now start to draw them back down overnight. So I need to get back down to about 20% again before the sun starts hitting the panels tomorrow, in order to make sure that we don't have that same low voltage issue, and now the batteries will still maintain the capacity that we're supposed to have. So that's what we're gonna wait and see. So tomorrow we check on that and see how it goes. But for now, the crew, everybody's having fun. It's like free for all. Everybody's using whatever power they want. So like I say, it doesn't happen often, but tonight is the night.